Hi everyone. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. I'm gonna do something new. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys while drawing, and I'm gonna do kind of like a story time. So I'm gonna be talking about how I lost my creative passion and how I got it back. So it was the beginning of this semester upon myself, and it was actually not good for me whatsoever. And it kind of like broke me down. When I mean it broke me down, it means like anytime I posted or anytime I did something creative, I questioned if I was good enough. Because I saw how other people posted their content and made stuff, and compared to mine, I felt like mine was like lackluster. I felt like mine didn't live up to the potential I thought it was. And at first, I thought it was normal, like, hey, I just have to try better. I have to do better. Maybe I'm not putting enough effort. So then that's what I did. I started focusing on my art almost all summer, went 100% into it, did everything I could to improve my art and myself. But the downside was I wasn't really taking care of myself because I was so focused on being perfect with my art that I started to not feel good and feel self-conscious, and then that led into how I image myself. I felt not confident in myself. I started becoming more timid. My anxiety got worse. Anytime I wasn't making a piece of art or a video that it turned out the way I wanted it, I felt stressed. I felt tired. I think pretty much I was starting to burn myself out. And without realizing, I kind of like put an unhealthy workload on myself. So pretty much I would get up early in the morning, record, do what I have to do at the same time, do illustration work for videos, make thumbnails. I would do like almost everything all at once. And then sometimes I forget to eat. Like sometimes I forgot to eat and I was just like working my butt off to a point that like even I think my parents asked me if I was okay. And I didn't know what that feeling was, but for me, I just said, it's fine. I'm just doing what I have to do. And then in the beginning of the semester, after like a week two or three, I literally had a panic attack in my room. I had a panic attack in my room. I called my parents. I felt lost. I felt like I was stressed out. I felt like I was in distress. Like I didn't know what to do. I kind of went into kind of a depression, and I was really confused because I was like, okay, I thought like, when I start college again, I'm gonna get back into my creative flow and I'm gonna know what I want to do. And that wasn't the case at all, because I started being hypercritical of everything I did. And I thought like all the work I did wasn't good enough, to a point that I like drove myself crazy. That if I didn't get something right the first time, I was mad, I was frustrated, as well as I just didn't want to be angry. I just wanted to do stuff. And then as well, the big question that I think a lot of us fear, especially being almost at the end of college, even if you're a third year, is what do you want to do after college? So I had that conversation with my mom, my dad, and I said, I want to go to grad school. And then the question popped up of, or are you going to go to grad school first? Or are you going to go to, or are you going to go to work first, or work for a company, or what is your plan? What do you want to do with Creative Outlook and stuff like that? And doing stuff like that, like I was thinking. and I was 100% lost. I felt like all the hard work I did in college was for nothing. I felt like, why am I even in college? And am I even good enough to still stay here? And it was at a point that I had thought of dropping out like multiple times in the beginning of this semester. And I was at my lowest point. Like, I was just going through stuff and working on stuff. And sometimes I was just numb to a point that I just did what I needed to do and then call it a day. My professors and my teachers and my coworkers, even like some of my friends started noticing I was different. I was more timid, I was more shy, I wasn't usually my upbeat self. I played it off as, no, I'm fine, I'm just, thinking. But in hindsight, I was more concerned of I did not know what I wanted to do for a career after college, and I was panicking. And I'm giving advice now. If anyone feels that way, go talk to your advisors, go talk to someone because it's not a great feeling to have. And beating yourself up about it is not good. So, yeah, that was a low. I will say that was my low point. It wasn't bad. I just felt like I could have did more, and I didn't like the way how things turned out. And it wasn't bad. It just I felt like I was beating myself up, and it was just bad. And thankfully, I got help. Like, I was able to talk to people. I got the help that I needed. And then I started my classes. Everything went well. And then I started getting more anxiety attacks. And I didn't know why. I was like in class, and then out of nowhere, I felt nervous. And it was so confusing because I never been nervous before in a class, especially a media arts class, like a class that I'm aware, well skilled at and well aware of. And I thought it was weird. And then I like talked to my parents. I went to go talk to a therapist. I'm currently still talking to a therapist, but I realized while talking to a therapist, I didn't live in the moment. And I kind of lost my passion for art due to me not knowing why I wanted to make art in the first place. And it was like so weird to have that feeling because I knew growing up I wanted to do this. Like, ever since I did photography, film, like, this is something I love doing. So all of a sudden, for me to feel not happy about my work or the stuff I do made me feel really conflicted. And it was scary because that's pretty much what I love to do. Like, this is pretty much what I love to do. So for me not being happy about it kind of made me concerned and weird. But the more I talked, the more I found out that I was pretty much not happy because I wasn't doing the stuff I liked it to do. So what I mean by that is I was kind of making content or doing art without a purpose. And I'm not saying that is good or bad, but I'm just saying like I was making stuff, I was doing stuff. I got so caught up in how my art was going to be perceived instead of how I wanted to perceive my art. Because I was so worried that my portfolio wasn't good compared to everyone else's. Because I started seeing everyone else's work compared to mine, and I felt like I was behind, and I felt lackluster, and I felt awful. I did. Multiple times I felt so bad. I just beat myself up, and I started to realize that it's not healthy to compare yourself to other people, especially in my field of work or what you do, because everyone is creative, everyone goes at their own pace, as well as I pretty much do most of the stuff myself currently. So anything I make on this channel or all the other channels, I edit everything. I make the thumbnails. I put stuff together. And that's a toll. That's a lot of work that I do. And sometimes it's stressful, but instead of like, I don't know, asking for help, because I know multiple people said, "Oh my God, I love what you do. I would love to work with you." I said no because I was so used to working by myself and doing projects on myself and like just not willing to give up doing stuff because I realized that I have a group of people who loves to help me. I have people who support me. Currently, my dad helps with my videos. I know he's watching this now while editing, so while getting stuff ready. So hi, Dad. He's been helping me currently behind the scenes, as well as I've been currently planning big stuff. So I've been getting better. I will say that it's been weird. Like like halfway through the semester, I was currently thinking of what I want to do after college and what I want to do, or like, should I do radio production? Should I do photography? Should I do media? Should I do journalism? Do I work for a company? Do I continue Creative Outlook as a solo thing? Do I try to work for a film company? Do I do this? Do I do that? And then I just dove into my work here on campus ministry. I do a lot of community service work. I work with great programs. And after doing more search, self reflection, and self reflection and inner thought, I kind of learned it's in philosophy. And it's the greatest thing my professor ever taught me. It was, what is your criteria and what is your ultimate truth? So what he meant by that was, I forgot what philosopher said it, but it's this thing of finding your truth. And then we also learned about, I forgot the name, but it's a thing in Japanese philosophy. It's called the three faces. So pretty much it's how you perceive yourself is the main one. And then the other one is how others and then family perceive you. So it's layers. So the first thing is how others, so like friends and other people see you. Then it's family because they're closer. But then in the inside is you. What do you perceive yourself as? Or what do you do when no one's watching? What do you do when, what do you do for fun? Or what do you think and like believe in when you're by yourself? And a great thing that my professor told me was catch yourself thinking during the day. So that's what I did. Currently, the last couple weeks, I've been walking around the halls and I was doing stuff, and it kind of clicked to me. I love working on projects. I love working as a community, as a group. And I'm currently working on a film project and doing stuff like that. And it kind of helped me gain my path back. So I want to do my own media company. I want to do Creative Outlook. I want to make this a nonprofit organization and I want to give back to the community. And I said that when I first started, actually, guys. I said that to my mom and dad. I even said it to my mentors while doing photography and film. And I kind of lost sight of that. Because sometimes while you're in college, not a bad thing, but you like compare yourself to other people and how they do stuff. And it's not good. Like, Yes, some people are working with companies and some people are doing other stuff, but are they making the stuff that they like to do? Not really. I'm working by myself right now, currently, only right now, but I'm working on stuff that I like to do. And in the future, I would love to have other people who like to make the same type of stuff I do. So, like movie reviews, videos about neurodiversity, or just videos in general about research, like just fun stuff, and make a video studio company and just grow from there. So, I'm currently been working on it. I'm currently talking to people behind the scenes. I have big stuff planned and I feel better. So that's pretty much my story that I'm going to tell you guys today. And I know this is new. This is really new. And I'm not done my drawing yet, but I think I'm going to just speed run it at the end. But yeah, tell me how you guys liked this. I think it's good to do a story time. But then if I do like a little bit of drawing while talking, like a little, I don't even know what to call it, but yeah. So I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. And tell me if you guys like this type of style. But I'll see you guys next time.